Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
So welcome to this episode. So today we're going to talk about what is it like to work as a cabin crew.
Which you've got different aspects of what it's like, because it's actually the working day.
Yep.
You've also got layovers, days off,
and holidays.
Holidays, the most important.
Very.
So on this episode, we'll talk about the working day. So how does your working day start?
Wake up in the morning or in the afternoon. Get ready.
Depending on when your flight is.
Yep. So we get ready. We pack our stuff.
I do mine the night before.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah. So all I have to do is wake up, get ready, and then leave the house. Less stress.
Yep. So we leave the house. We use the public transportation. So we use an overground train and underground and Heathrow Express. In our case, usually most of the people I think wear the uniform.
Yeah.
During the
I
commute.
personally wear the uniform, but of course, as soon as you're wearing the uniform, you're straight away representing the company. So, you have to behave on the transport. And actually, I often get asked questions when I'm on the tube. Like, where are you going today? What terminal? So our job sort of starts way before it actually reaches the airport.
We need to be nice to everyone in public.
Yeah, even you.
Finance.
So yeah, once you get to the airport, what do you normally do?
At the airport, we have like a briefing room.
So at the briefing room, that's where we actually start preparing for the actual flight.
Yeah, so we need to make sure we get the updated information about service, safety, security.
Yeah. Could be anything to do with the flight that day.
So what do you do in the briefing room?
Before my briefing, I normally, because when you're working in business, I can actually check the passengers. If there's any needs of different people, then in our briefing, we're told certain things. The load numbers, how many passengers we've got, anything special for that flight, who is on the flight deck that day. Yeah, just security questions as well.
So in my company, do they do that? Yeah, okay.
So we get questions related to safety or security, medical, and these questions, each cabin crew get the questions, and if the same cabin crew fail their question twice, they could be sent back home. So in the briefing, I think most people always feel nervous because you need to make sure you answer the correct. So in the briefing, we get the managers and they introduce themselves.
Yeah.
And they usually talk to her about, let's do this in a service-wise, blah, 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 blah.
And it's a chance to meet your colleagues, because obviously we don't work with the same colleagues all the time. And then also at the briefing, we find out what our position is. We've got different positions. We've got like the galley. So you'll actually, what
is a galley position?
Well, they sort of call it the kitchen.
Yes, kitchen. So
where all the food is getting prepared.
Yeah.
So you've got the galley position. You've then also got the cabin position. So they're the people you'll see going through the cabin and everything. And then of course you have your management.
So in my case, it's a galley, cabin, economy cabin crew, and also we have one position called duty free. It's like some people love it, some people hate it. I'm not a fan of a duty free position.
No.
So much things to do. It's just a pain in the ass. So just so much things to do. Duty free. You need to count the money. You need to sell the duty free. You need to put through the sales process.
Yes.
Too much.
Yes.
So as soon as you get on board, what would you do?
Party. Baka.
What would you do as soon as you get on the flight?
We would check because we'd go to our position, so we'd check our emergency equipment and check all that's all serviceable. If you're doing the galley, I would do all the counting for the meals and check we've got all the utensils we actually need for that position. Then of course, if we're in the cabin or aisle position,
in business class
or
any cabin,
either you would actually get it prepared, ready to greet the passengers.
Before the boarding, or during the boarding, is one of the most hectic time.
Yeah, that whole time before you take off.
Yeah, because there's quite a lot of stuff to prepare before the passenger get on board.
Well, so if you're preparing the cabin, it might make sure you've got blankets, pillows.
Set up the cabin, put the amenity kit, headphone, get ready the welcome drink.
In business, yes.
In business, sorry.
Or
in
business first class as well. So once the cabin is all prepared and we're ready to greet our passengers, we give the all clear and then we start greeting and lots of smiles and welcome aboard. And if you're in business,
Would you like orange juice, champagne, water?
And some people say apple juice.
yeah.
And you have
And then we go off and do some apple juice.
Did I mention apple juice?
Yes. Or gin and tonic. Oh, can I have a gin and tonic?
Did I mention gin tonic?
Did you?
No. Anyway, this is what we think in my own mind. Of course, we don't speak out.
You do.
No, I don't. I'm very polite Japanese. Then the boarding starts. Then that's kind of like a
Yeah, we've got a lot to do because as well as greeting everyone, hanging coats up in business and first.
So you need to deal with the luggage
Yeah.
space.
Yeah, and then of course you've got to clear everything in before takeoff and make sure it's all secure. So that's just the start of the journey.
Long way.
Oh, I'm tired already. So then of course we all get to sit down and enjoy the takeoff. But of course once we're in the air, it's back to work. And it's often on an international, it's always the drink service or meal service.
So after the meal service, sometimes we do the hot drink service.
Yeah, and actually some people want to go to sleep, so we just help them get comfortable. So now we've got to the stage in between meals. So this is normally where people can help themselves to snacks at the back of the aircraft, or we just go around with drinks and water. And it's also the time when we can take a break as well.
Yeah, in a crew rest.
If you don't sort of rest in your crew time, it's actually quite hard on a long flight. Because towards the end of the flight, your
body time feels like so messed up.
Achy and tight, but we always smile still.
We have to.
It's all nice to get on with each other.
Yeah.
Even if you don't like someone, just make effort, be professional. You must have lots of people you don't like.
Me?
Yeah.
Zero.
No way!
Zero. Everyone loves me. And I love everyone.
Really? Yeah. Who can hate me? Look at me. My face, my personality. Hi.
As cabin crew, it's always nice to see the colleagues and you get to work with friends.
Yeah, because you get to work with different people most of the time.
When we're in the flight, or even doing the meal service, the one thing I love is all the different people you have on board. We look after the passengers, and it's amazing because sometimes you've actually got so many different. You've got the business people, you've got holiday, you've got people who are
Honeymoon.
special occasions, or you've actually got reunions where probably someone hasn't seen someone for so long. And they're so excited when they're on board. It's so sweet when you actually have the grandparents on board and they're going to go see their grandchildren for the first time. And they're so excited.
It's emotional.
It is. It's a big moment for them. So actually creating that part of that journey with them, it's really nice. So we're there to enhance that.
Yeah.
I like that. You can make a journey which can sometimes be quite stressful for some people, and you can make it enjoyable. And actually,
It's all up to us.
yes, we can create the atmosphere on board. Probably got another meal service before we land on some. Just it's often a shorter meal service though.
Yeah, like light meals. There could be sandwich, could be scones, could be
Scones.
Oh yeah, I'm like
English scones.
yeah. So before landing, the second service we serve scone and sandwich.
Nice.
Comes with a clotted cream.
So afternoon tea in the sky.
Yeah, afternoon tea in the sky.
So then after that meal service, we've then got to just prepare the cabin for landing to make sure it's safe for landing.
Yeah,
so
safe
Like
landing.
tables
Fold,
are
yeah, recliner seat up,
Window blades up.
Yep,
yeah, curtains tied back.
seatbelt, lower tie.
so many things.
So many things to check.
After landing,
So many goodbyes.
yep.
Hopefully lots of compliments as well. The
Lots of
time.
customers, getting off the aircraft with a smile on the face, on their face.
Last impressions always last. Nearly the end of the day, because as soon as everyone gets off, we've
Over.
we've got to do a quick
Oh,
check.
yeah.
Make sure no one's left anything behind. Just to do a quick security check of your area. You will get the okay to leave the aircraft for the airport, so you're still representing the company.
Oh yeah. So we need to still be professional.
And actually, you might have it as well when passengers, even in the airport, come up to you asking for help. Do you know where
Yes.
so-and-so is?
Then we need to be more professional again. With a smile on
You
top.
need. It just happens naturally.
Natural. People come out, help them. Objection. Huh? Seriously?
So yeah, then we hopefully get on the coach and go to our hotel where we get to stay. Which is, of course, another part is the layover. So I think that sort of covers quite a lot of our, just very briefly, on a whole day on a flight.
On a walking, yes, on the flight.
But on the long flights, it is tiring. Sometimes when I'm going through the airport, sometimes I'm so tired I might nearly trip over because my shoes catch the tiles funny. I nearly fall over.
Your body's getting heavier?
It feels like it. Yeah, maybe I'm not used to the gravity. Don't you ever do that where you don't pick up your feet properly?
I think because
I'm so tired, I don't pick up my feet and I nearly stumble.
Oh, okay. Because I always work super hard on the flight. I give 120%.
Oh, just a minute. I'm surprised you can get off the aircraft, that your head isn't so swollen. Because you're so big-headed. Because you're sort of saying, I'm 120%. You're so...
So that was another British humour.
So that is a brief description of our working day.
And we are hoping to do this another series. What is it like to work as a cabin crew?
Actually, we can actually talk about our layovers.
Or days off. So, thank you for watching these videos. And if you have any questions...
Arigato.
Ooh. Arigato gozaimasu. Ooh.
So if you have any questions regarding these videos, please write it down in the comments and...
And maybe you can answer them.
Janet!